With the Oklahoma Sooners taking on Ole Miss this weekend in Oxford, people are asking what OU needs to do to win to get us back at least some kind of positive after all this debacle unfolded over the weekend with Seth Luttrell getting fired, Joe John Finley taking over the play calling spot, and Kevin Johns getting promoted to co-OC and the quarterbacks coach. And I'm going to bring my 2 cents to it, what we need to do to win. But before we do that, thank you for pulling up to the channel. I'm your host, Mike the Legend. And if you're new to the SLP family, new to the channel, can I get you to hop out, hit that red subscriber button, turn on your post notification bells. That way you won't miss any OU related content I will be uploading. And if you're watching from a computer, there is a YouTube icon down in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen that you can hover your little mouse over, and you could subscribe to the video from there without leaving the video. Could you give me a like and a comment? It's little things like that that helps push the algorithm of YouTube and the small content creators such as myself. It means the world. And could you share the video, because sharing is caring? Well, with the debacle that happened over the weekend with Seth Luttrell getting fired as offensive coordinator and play calling, Joe John Finley is now calling the plays, and Kevin Johns has been promoted to co-OC and quarterbacks coach. Not the magic bullet, but I just want to see any kind of consistency. I mean, from what I've talked with a good friend of mine, is Levy had spoken to Brent and said Joe John is ready to call his plays. And Seth Luttrell ended up being the play caller, and as we have found out over 7 games this season, he is not it. So on to the next. Right now, I'm looking at this as put a Band-Aid on the wound to stop the bleeding, go in and get a high level OC. But I digress. This ain't what this video is about. So OU is going in to start Oxford this weekend to play Ole Miss, and let me tell you something. It's going to be that. Ole Miss has a good defense. Their offense, I listened to Teddy Lehman last night talk, and the offense is pretty much in a nutshell something that we've seen before. RPO heavy, sort of a Levy offense, because Levy called the plays there. Joe John Finley is very familiar with Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. They do have some counter stuff that's tricky to run. They do come off of a jet sweep with a direct snap to the player executing. But what Ole Miss likes to do is they like to get vertical. And it's either Trey Harris or Trey Hill, their leading wide receiver. He will burn you and burn you good. And they've got 2 or 3 receivers that's made that's had some 70+ yard catches this season, according to Gabe or Teddy. The run game, he said it's nothing that we can't handle. They do have a good running back. But other than that, their offense is, we've seen it before with the Levy offense. So defense is going to have to keep the plays ahead of them and not get burned, because like I said, Ole Miss likes to go vertical and they like to go deep. So we're going to have to be on our P's and Q's in that secondary. So, but I ain't worried about our front 7 with the D line and the linebacker core. I'm not worried about that. Really not worried about our safeties and free safeties. I feel we got, with Billy Bowman Jr. and all them guys back there, I feel we can compete with them. But we shall see. The game ain't played yet. But on offense, like I alluded to, we need to establish any kind of consistency. I mean, when you got plays that work and you go away from them for the rest of the game, and then when you got tight ends blocking defensive ends, no bueno. So we need to establish some kind of consistency on offense. If the edges are there and they're giving you positive yards on a run game, stick with it. Feed the monster until they stop you. That's one thing I've been hearing people talk about is the SEC defense, especially on the defensive line. They're going to be blocking that. They're going to be in that A and B gap, and you're going to have trouble going through the A and B gap up the middle on them. I'm not looking for any kind of gadget plays. None. Play solid, fundamental football on offense. Complete your passes. No turnovers. Don't give them any gimme points. Establish a run game and run maybe some play action and dink and dunk them, and then go get vertical with them. Go downfield. Take some shots. Go for it. Let it rip. I keep forgetting his name, but he is number 88 that played last week. And let me tell you something. He's a walk-on, but he needs to be in this game Saturday. From every podcaster I've heard, like Gabe and Eichard and them guys, they said he was playing with a sense of urgency, running his routes correct. He's everything that you wanted to see. I'd like to see also Hester step up. You know, the guys that we got now, just step up and be that guy. But we need to quit going consecutively 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. If we do that against Ole Miss and Oxford, we're toast. Because like I said, the way they go deep and go vertical, they will have a heyday with us. Another thing I would like to see, can we score 20-plus points in a game? I would love one game to see us score 21 points. And what's sad in that South Carolina game, we beat South Carolina in yards and first downs. That's sad. So want to see the O-line get some kind of continuity. Get some kind of mean and nasty going on in them trenches. Come on now. This ain't OU football playing like that. But we needed to have some kind of continuity on the offensive line. And Byers Sharp, can you please catch the frickin' ball when it hits you in the hands? Please. But get our tight ends involved. We're going to have our work cut out for us in Oxford Saturday. So there's my 2 cents. Y'all hop down in the comments. Y'all tell me what you think. And if you made it this far, could you please like and subscribe? Become a member of the SLP family. We're at 535 subs. This is the legend. We'll see you on the backside. God bless, and Boomer Sooner.